All right, guys, we're back the very next day at Coastal Indoor Golf. I'm here to talk to the owner and head fitter. We're going to go over all the numbers that we collected yesterday. We're going to check out all the data and actually make a decision today. So let's get in there.
Yeah, man. So, Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
Is this his?
No, that's mine.
Okay, I was about to say, I know these colors. And
yeah.
So, were you just wanting to sort of hit a few of those clubs?
I definitely wanted to at least try the other ones again and just make sure that they're good 2 days in a row.
All right, so here we'll have you warm up with your 7.
All right.
And then we'll start with this. I'm going to put that Calloway DCB in there, and then we'll be able to go back and forth. Go about 10-15 shots, and then I'll throw this in your hands, and then I'm going to put together that Calloway DCB. And trash.
All right, so while I'm getting warmed up for today's session, let me take a minute to tell you about today's sponsor, Coastal Indoor Golf. Located here in Jacksonville, Florida, Coastal Indoor Golf offers everything from lessons and club fittings to bay rentals where you can play world-renowned courses with your friends. They have a couch in every bay and cold beer on tap. You can come in and just relax in the AC, play golf with your buddies, and have a great day. Or you can get more into the technical aspect of your game where you work more on lessons with a coach or club fittings or just dialing in your distances on the simulator. They offer all of those great things. And right now, if you use code MartinGolf on their website, you can save 30% off on products and services.
Yep, so now I've got him in the Hotmetal 105. So we'll hit about 10 of these.
Oh.
Miles, how is this feeling compared to what you were feeling last night? Different?
Not really. I mean, they feel good. Seem to be a little more right than they were yesterday, but
The ball speed is what I'm sort of...
fat. Which, I mean, that's pretty much my miss, is hitting them fat. I felt pretty good. I don't even feel like I touched the ball.
Yes, there's the ball speed. There's the carry. That's what I was wanting to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I normally carry my 7-iron 150 on course. You know, that's about what I would expect to hit it, unless I obviously chunk the shit out of it. All right, swing feels better today. We're hitting a little bit different clubs, though. Funny enough, the Hotmetals actually don't seem like the better club today, like they did yesterday. And we're hitting a graphite shaft in the Calloway, and I don't know, feels pretty good. Things aren't quite as straight as they were yesterday, but my ball striking is up. So I don't know. It's kind of the trick. Is every day I hit the ball different. So it's definitely going to make it hard to fit clubs to me, I'm sure.
How did that Callaway feel?
Felt pretty good.
What is your if one or the other? Where are you sort of with that?
I don't know. Honestly, yesterday I felt like the Hotmetals, but today I don't necessarily feel like that's the better one out of the, I don't know, maybe I'm just remembering the good shots and not the bad.
I want to see, since this one's already made,
Okay.
I want to see, because this was the Project X LZ.
Okay.
And that's the Hotmetal. Now that's the Hotmetal, not the Hotmetal Pro.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in and see if we
Yeah, I'm down to try whatever you want to do. That's why Brian was like, you can call him, and I was like, dude, it's 11:30 tonight. I'm not calling that guy. He was like, no, you can call him, and I was like, I'm sure I could, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'll just go by the shop tomorrow.
I was just sitting on the couch with the wife.
Yeah, but I don't think you have GC Quad in your living room, so it's not like I could just stop by and we could work this out.
Yeah.
I want to get a flight scope, like the Mevo Plus or something like that, just like
Mevo Plus is good. I wouldn't get the Mevo. I'd get the Mevo Plus.
Yeah. Felt a little out of the toe.
Not shabby. There it is.
Like they're either straight left or a big push. It's never like
Correct. So I would base that off the swing direction. So notice how your average with these three is a little left. So club path, your average is 4.7.
Okay.
So with that, you hit that rocket that goes left.
Okay.
Right? I mean, you just absolutely murder it. It's a rocket, and it goes left.
Mm-hmm.
When you have that face open, that ball goes high and right.
Yeah.
So my recommendation to you is more, I'd much rather you have that slight miss left than that big miss right.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's more us feeling like we release that club a little more rather than trying to sort of steer it or hold it.
Yeah.
Then that's where we, I saw that today with myself, is it's where, I was trying to sort of hold. And that's the only thought that I have when I'm swinging an iron, is I have to release it. If I don't release it, it will go right.
Okay.
But for me, and if I release it, it'll go exactly sort of where I want it.
Okay.
So just sort of food for thought on what we're wanting to feel, I think is the biggest. There you go. There you go. That's better. Notice how the shapes, go less. And that's where I think this is where, if I could say, okay, this is where we need to stay, -2, 3, or less than 3 is sort of a good number to sort of go by.
Yeah.
Notice how your average with this is -9, that one's -6. So that feeling of swinging a little more inside and releasing those hands, that's where we're going to get maybe a draw, but maybe just a baby fade. The one that goes up and sort of falls.
Yeah.
That's the sort of one I think you visually would probably rather see.
Yeah.
You don't have to see the big draw.
No.
You don't have to, I don't want you to see a big fade.
No.
Right? So it's like, I'm thinking the shot is where, based on sort of our patterns and tendencies, it needs to be sort of a ball that starts a little left and just sort of falls. See, that just sounded a lot better.
Yeah.
And there's that rocket, right? That's the one we want.
161, that's the furthest one of the day.
Correct. And notice, path was manageable, face angle was closed. That's what we got to have.
Yeah.
Notice how this has 4.8, the average is 0.8.
Yeah.
You've got to close, you've got to roll those hands over and close that face. And then those are the shapes and the contact that we should expect to sort of feel.
Okay.
How do you like this shaft?
I mean, it's feeling good.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing on the screen.
Yeah, so there's sort of the one that the face is
Yeah.
open. Yep.
It's all right.
But ball speed was still good contact. And notice the consistency that we've seen with this ball speed sort of in here. So my thought is pulling the Hotmetal off this, putting the Modus in that, and seeing what combo that does, because that was obviously the one last night that worked the best, right?
Yeah.
So, really trying to just find that same combination. That's another good ball speed.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do this today. Just come in and talk to you and hit a few balls before I made any rash decisions.
I want you to. The last thing I want you to do is come in, and not be happy with what you get. And ultimately, that's my main goal. Is fitting the customer to what they need.
I mean, honestly, I feel like a hockey stick's an upgrade from what I'm playing, but.
Just like this. But notice, that's the sort of shape that we're looking for, right?
Yeah. That's a way better miss.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's more predictable. You're not eliminating one side of the fairway, but you are trying to eliminate the side of the big miss.
There we go. That felt absolutely good.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna pull this Modus. I'm gonna put not this one. I'm gonna put this Modus.
Not the monster.
Not the monster. Put this one in there. And I'm honestly thinking this could be the combo.
Can I ask you what your full name is, so that I don't sound like an asshole?
Bryan Sherrill.
Bryan Sherrill?
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely fun working with you today. I appreciate you looking out for me and all the good stuff that you and Bryan are trying to do to help me out. It's been a whole lot of fun. Where can people find you on the internet?
CoastalIndoorGolf.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Okay.
We got a little bit of everything. So if not, you can always find us on Google and call me, and I'll answer any questions you have.
What all services do you guys offer?
Lessons, club fittings. We got 200 golf courses you can play. We've got leagues. We've got junior camps, summer camps. We got TaylorMade, Calloway, Mizuno.
Okay.
We've also got a mobile experience too, so we can bring the simulator to your house.
Okay. All
Or your
right.
business, or your corporate event, or your party. So we're always here to help, man.
All right. Y'all offer everything. That's so awesome. And I appreciate you letting me film and everything else too. That's super awesome. So I appreciate you very much, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So it's been a ton of fun out here at Coastal Indoor Golf, and after 2 separate fitting sessions, the results are finally in, and I have finally made a decision. Y'all ready for this? We're moving over, switching out to Mizuno. That's right, I couldn't turn the deal down. It was too good of an offer. I just had to take it. So Bryan Walker originally recommended the Hotmetal Pro. Brian Shirley thinks it's the actual Hotmetal, the standard Hotmetal. But other than that, Bryan Walker's numbers were pretty solid. Like, he was pretty on it. So we're going to be playing the JPX Hotmetal, not the Pro, just the standard Hotmetal in standard Mizuno lie, which is about 2 degrees flat of where my actual club is now, with a 1/4 inch cut off of a Modus 105 stiff flex shaft. So the shaft is about 30 grams heavier than my old shaft. We're going from regular flex to stiff flex. So a few changes have been made, and I really think these clubs are going to give me the confidence to take my game to the next level. I've also taken all of these numbers that we've collected and all the data, and I have a new set of Mizuno T20 blue wedges coming in the mail. They're probably 5 weeks out at this point. It'd be a while before we get to see them on the channel. But they're actually cut to the right length. They have the Modus shaft in them. They're the right lie angles. Like, everything about them fits my numbers. So we're getting fitted wedges as well. And for those that follow the channel, y'all probably already know that we swapped out the driver this year. Playing the Calloway Epic Speed Max, I believe. That's the one. So we're already gaming a brand new custom fit driver this year. And if you follow my Instagram, you probably know, I dropped it. If you follow my Instagram, you know that I spent some time out at Coastal just rolling putts and goofing around. And now we're gaming this new putter. So we're going to be gaming a Bednardi arm lock that I do not arm lock putt with. I never looked at this at all. I just rolled every putter in the shop. I had an hour and a half to kill. There was nobody bothering me, talking to me, asking me questions. And I remember at the time I kept gripping it way down here because the shaft was so long, and I just assumed it because I was short. But once I grabbed it, gripped it where I wanted to, I just started rolling putts. And I mean, nailing 20-foot putt after 20-foot putt after 20-foot putt. And I wasn't even looking for a putter. I wasn't even trying to make a purchase. I was just experimenting. But this thing was draining putts. And even the putts I missed were so consistent that I couldn't leave the shop without it. So at that point, did I flip it over and find out that we're gaming a Bednardi arm lock that I don't arm lock putt with. And this thing's cut down to, I mean, I don't know if this putter's even 30 inches. I mean, it's short. It's like this, you know what I mean? It's tiny, but that's where I like it. I'm a short dude. That's where I like to putt. And man, this thing feels great. And I've been draining putts with it ever since. So at this point, I've only got like one club left in the bag to swap, and I don't even know if I care to swap it. It's my 3-wood. I almost never hit it. It's probably a waste of money to even mess with it, but I'll probably get around to it at some point just so I can feel like I completed my entire bag. But anyways, that's enough of that, man. That's the decision that we made. We've moved on to Mizuno. We've got a custom fit bag. My scores have been dropping dramatically lately, and I'm hoping that new clubs are going to continue to help that. So if you want to see that new and improved golf game, or if you want to see all these new clubs when they come in the mail and I start showing them off, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell so you'll get notified when I upload. And other than that, folks, I will see you guys in the next video.